Okay, we've reviewed the related statistical information, we've prepared the data file, now it's time to bring it all together and conduct the analysis. This might seem like it's a little too simple after all the work involved in getting the data file together, since SPSS makes it pretty easy. With our data file open in SPSS, we just need to go to Analyze and select Descriptive Statistics. For our purposes, selecting frequencies is the most efficient way to conduct the analysis. We'll focus on three areas of the frequency dialog. First, the list of variables. Like we did to compute the scale scores, we'll click on the name of the variables we want to analyze and use the arrow at the middle to move them to the box on the right. I hope it's obvious that the variables we want to analyze are the ones that are related to our research question, but that might not help when you look at the list in SPSS. Remember that the structure of the SPSS file means that we have a variable name for every question in our data file, along with the scale scores we computed. In some cases, we will have a single question that's measuring a variable, but many surveys and questionnaires use scales like the ones we computed. We want to analyze those scales, so you'll need to scroll down to the bottom of the list of variables. We don't have a research question related to the short grit scale file, but we do have two scale scores, so our frequencies dialog would look like this. After we select our variables, we'll click on the button labeled Statistics to open the Statistics dialog box. In that box, we'll focus on the upper right section and the lower left section and click on the checkbox next to the statistics we want to run. When we're investigating a frequency claim, it can be helpful to select the mode, minimum, and maximum, but we'll want mean and standard deviation at the minimum. After we've selected them all, we click on Continue. This is a good time to provide a word of caution. SPSS is a really sophisticated program, but it can't think for us. It won't tell us that any particular analysis doesn't make any sense given our data or our variables. That's why we have to make sure we think through what we're doing. We'll leave the Display Frequency Tables options checked. That will give us a table for each variable that lists the frequency for each responses. And click OK. And Shazam! We have results in the output window. We'll talk about how to make sense of it in the next section.